Hello and welcome to another edition of Poetry with me, yours truly, the Shoebox Poet, ClarencePlank. Me, yes, here in the new year 2025. I hope you had a good New Year's. I hope everything was okay. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope that the new year will bring many blessings for you and everybody else. We gotta start making some wins here. We gotta getting some wins and stop taking L's. First poem I'm gonna read to you is called Rose. She is like a rose, so beautiful to behold. Lips red as a rose, her skin soft like silk, eyes as green as a stem. When I kiss her lips, it's like kissing rose petals, soft and smooth. Alright, a chime. Anyway, this poem right here was written. I wrote it about a rose, as you say, but also it was one of three different poems that I wrote for Lisa, the woman that was inspired me to be a poet many years ago. Even though I lost those poems, well, technically I lost them because they were on a hard drive, but I do have a book or a notebook that has poems in it that I believe may be it. So I don't know. So many years have passed since then, so I really don't know if we're true. This next one's called Conflict of Interest. The way I feel some kind of strange feelings, the ones that seem to haunt me. Whenever I wake, my conflict lies within me. It tears me apart, but I don't feel the pain because I'm numb inside. From all of the emotion, wanting to know you, and yet hiding from you the truth of everything. I don't see this as guilt, because this is how I learned when no one else would show me. This is how I found my place in moving past my fears and stepping into the light. Now I must learn how to listen to your heart. Listen to the things to change your mind about me. And I think that this poem had like two different things or two different poems that were merged together, because you can see that there was like a flow going from one end to the other, and they don't mesh with each other. But again, the conflict of the interest about what you feel for someone, or you feel for the situation about somebody, and not wanting to be a part of those feelings because you don't have those feelings for someone. You just there. This next one called Crushed. I reach for you and feel the distance between us. It widens. I die. I felt the crush beneath the weight of life, of our worlds collide. I take your hand in mine, and I feel myself dying with every breath I take. I feel I'm losing you as the distance between begins to grow. You slip from my grasp, feeling as if it was nothing. When I reached out to you and felt your touch, it was then you were crushing me. Now, basically, you're looking at how to relate. This is how a relationship ends. You're on that high and that bliss moment of, you got somebody, you found somebody, but you're realizing that the person that's there doesn't feel the same way with you. They're just there. They're not in the relationship. They're just there. And no matter what you do, can't convince them to want to love you or to be with you. And it's kind of it's a sad, frustrating thing. That's why you got to take care of yourself. This next one's called Death. Sex the little death. And we all die when we succumb to the primal urges of being human. That human feeling of somehow in the act of lust we lose a piece of ourselves. Just for a moment of ecstasy, in the sudden release of emotions, chemicals flow, getting us high on a human stench of pheromones coursing through our senses. Or veins pulsate from that heart's race, and we lie in a state of madness and sweat, breathing hard, wrapped in each other. And the French call it, I forget how the French call it, but that's what they call it. It's a little deaf, and that was the inspiration behind this poem. And because it's almost like dying because you're in convulsing of having that moment of ecstasy or pleasure. Thoughts. Two different schools of thought within oneself: sex, love, religion, and peace. Doing right, and being wrong. It's a daily battle between two warring factions. It's a struggle. Dealing with the grief or dealing with the strife. Is sex bad? Is it good? When is it love? Then someone throws in religion, and the machine slips gears. Then comes the grinding money, home, past, present, future. All of these add fuel to the fire, working and grinding. It's 3 in the morning, and the battle still rages on inside my head as I fight to get to sleep. And it's basically what it is. I mean, and talking about how, from the mindset that I had back when I was in church and everything, this was what it was. It's just like you're trying to deal with the concept of being a godly man, but then you end up being a heathen, and it's like, so it's a constant war between the both of them. And I finally found for me, I finally found a balance of just letting it go and not listening to those things and just letting that flow through me instead of holding on to things that drove me crazy. This next one's called Deeper Sleep. Falling into a deep sleep, deeply in a calm sea of a movement of music, a stirring melody of a haunting sound without sadness, slowly drifting away on a note of a dream, of a joy spoken only through laughter that day, on a dream, on a softer note. Deeper into sleep, the movement begins to climax between a gentle line, leaving of a stirring of feelings, of longing with a carefree sense of joy, a feeling of emotion. The music slowly fades as the dream begins to unwind, and all of the memories fall into a distant slumber. Deeply within a calm scene, I find myself at peace in the gentleness of a morning. And it's basically a dream, in a dream setting of finding a peaceful rest and sensation where you're not worrying about all the crazy things that are going on in your life, and you had that moment where you're actually able to drift off to sleep and not feel like you're being rushed, like you're being torn between trying to be awake or needing to be awake and everything. So I will see you next Saturday. I won't see you because I have a show I'm going to do up on Charlotte Pike in Nashville. So when I get more information, I will definitely post it on Facebook. I'll let you know. And also, I am going to do a thing with Poets Playground. I'm auditioning, so definitely check us out on IG on Sunday night. Hopefully, we'll be able to sort out things and be able to find out and make the team for Bran or for Frizzy, whichever one who picks me out of the group at some point over the course of the year. But we had just posted. Keep watching this page because I have posted a thing about a book signing that I'll be doing at the Spine Bookshop, January 25th from 2 to 4 p.m. And the address is there in that caption of it, and in this too. And the Author Convention, March 8th and 9th. I definitely would hope to see you there. But I'll be there signing my new book, A Hint of Poetry, Kicking Around Rhymes, which was nominated for 2024 Indie Book of the Year. So definitely look that up over on Amazon or in the Spine Bookshop when I get my books. But y'all have a good night. Take care of yourself, and I will let you know when the next reading is going to be.